How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys fan. Born to battle. Storm just means we never sell. America's team through thick and thin. When the sun shines bright, that's when we win. Angry Cowboys fan.
Something. When Angry said you're going to miss the player, he wasn't saying that you're going to miss A.J. Brown. I don't think you would want to miss A.J. Brown after the fuck shit he did. But what I believe he was saying is A.J. Brown's impact in 2022, 2023, even in 2024, whether he was trying to sabotage the team or not, was monumental. Now,
there we go.
Now, we understand Saquon. I want to be real with you. Saquon was the reason you guys got to a Super Bowl in 2024. But
yeah, you got to hold that thought real quick, brother. You got to hold that thought because we got royalty in here, bro.
Hey.
We got royalty. This man needs no introduction, man. Y'all know who he is. The one, the only. Law Nation. Law Nation in the building. What's going on with you, brother?
What's the deal, bro? How you?
Not much, man. Boy, I feel like my head taking over the screen. Let me back a little bit, man. How y'all doing, bro? Man? Shoot.
Okay,
yes, indeed, bro. How y'all living, man?
Oh, man. Doing beautiful on this Saturday. How's life treating you?
Hey, man, like they say, it's better to be seen than viewed. So I'm over here just trying to take it one day at a time. I saw you guys talking some good stuff. So I said, let me go on and get in here. I was watering my lawn. So I was sitting there like, man, let me jump in over here, man. Shout out to you, man, Hoodie Kush and Cowboy.
My guy.
Man, we truly appreciate it. But there's some things that I do want to pick your brain on when it comes to this upcoming training camp and what we plan on doing.
Let's get it.
The cornerback position is a position for concern with a lot of people in Cowboys Nation.
Right.
So what would be your take? Like, who would you go with? I know we got the Kobe Durant and the Deron Bland. That's going to be a mix between your 1 and 2. But that third slot, who would you go with in the lineup?
All right, so it's Bland and Kobe's job originally, right? Because of the simple fact that they are veteran guys and they've been in the trenches longer than my guy, Siobhan Revel. But it's Siobhan Revel's job to take. So that's how I look at it. I definitely look at it, whereas competition breeds competition and iron sharper and iron steel sharper steel. So when I get out to Oxnard, I'll be looking at those sets of things, seeing how the DB room is going to overall look.
All right. So are you headed out to Oxnard first day?
No, man. I got a little delays and stuff like that. I got a fight coming up on August the 1st, so it's going to be a little delayed. But, nobody does anything on the first opening for a few days anyhow.
Right.
It's more like introduction, getting themselves settled in and all that. I get that. I'm going to stick to the corner room. I'm a big advocate, specifically in the corner room, for Reddy Stewart. I have a belief that even though we have Caleb Downs, even though we have Jalen Thompson, and we know Caleb Downs is probably going to be playing a lot of nickel corner, but wouldn't Reddy Stewart be well suited for that role as well?
Most certainly, but Reddy Stewart may be edged out because you got Jalen Thompson that can do two ways. He can play inside the nickel, or he can play on the roof, or closer to the LOS. Then you got positional flex with Caleb Downs. And no offense to Reddy Stewart, but I got a guy named Zion Childress. I know you remember him, right?
Oh yeah.
He ready for it. He was on the practice squad last year for the Cowboys, but then he got picked up by I want to say the Houston Texans. Yeah. And I got a chance to talk to him. I'm not trying to outspeak my wisdom teeth on what he was saying, but basically he was saying that this defense is going to be special And I said, how do you know? Well, I just left a defense that was similar. Right?
Ooh.
You get what I'm saying? D'Amico Ryans no one that sneezes at Derek Stingley and all of them boys and what they've been doing over there in Houston land right down the street. So I'm looking at it like, man, don't hype me up like this, because you know I'm the captain and the stirrer of the Kool-Aid over here. So, but he's adamant about the fact that he's ready to showcase his skill set to compete against Reddy. So I like Reddy. I think Reddy got everything, tools in the belt. He just slow.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, again, I'm going by what I've seen from him last season. Granted, no one on this team was great. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. But was he a hindrance? I don't think he was. From what I've seen. I mean, I thought him, like Shamar James, like Maris Leofau, when he got his time, they were all bright spots. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On a bad defense. So I mean, just a thought. And again, we're about to just get started. So we don't know what's going to happen until it happens.
Big facts.
And I know one thing that I was looking forward to, I'm not going out to Oxnard or anything, but looking forward to with training camp is the teams, you know, first team, second team, third team, and how they're going to pair up the outside linebacker situation, you know, in Rashad Gary being mixed up with, you know, Donovan Ezaraku or James Houston being in the game with a Malachi Lawrence. You know, will they put the outside linebackers in, let's say, a veteran rookie or veteran newer player? Because I don't know, I just see like a Rashad Gary being with a Malachi Lawrence so that we can get that wisdom throughout training camp and going into the season.
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying with that. You know, when you look at Malachi and then you look at Donovan Ezaraku, and then look, let's be real. James Houston started off real good last season, right? And then he spazzled out. But I think that because the team was exploited in so many areas with weak linebacker play, with weak interior philosophy, right? So I think that in a good situation, in a good environment, James Houston could be the element of surprise. And I'm not saying this because he graduated or he went to my school, D. Jackson State University, and he's one of my Mississippi boys. But there could be a calling card for James. You know how it goes. It could be a calling card for James Houston to do that, you know, versus a Sam Williams.
And that's one of the things that I've been saying. Like, I do believe Sam Williams, as much as I'm an advocate for him, he's got a hill to climb. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most certainly. And that's a good thing, man. Nothing is given to any of these boys.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm looking at right here. Everybody got to earn the ground and the grass that they are on. So, hey, as they say, football 101, you already know Hood Quavius Cushington is that be where your feet at, right? So, hey, these guys got to be where their feet at.
For sure. I mean, like, So I saw some film. I was just discussing with Angry here. I saw some film on Jordan Hudson, and it was the reason why I picked the Miami game. Not only did shout out to Zach Walchuk for bringing for putting me onto it. Not only was it because it was Miami, you know what I'm saying. I really wanted to get the measure of the guy, and what better team to get the measure of than a team that he played against that was in the national championship. Well, he had 11 catches for 138 yards and a touchdown.
That's your dark horse?
I think he is.
Okay, under wide receiver rule.
Yeah.
Hey, it's healthy competition, man.
5'6". You know what I'm saying? Like, wide receiver 5. If we carry 6, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, not the 6'7", because we're in Campbess area.
With 5'6", we're going to do like this. Let that go trending, you know. But the wide receiver room is always a situation that you know for sure one guy is going to take a position, and that is Kevontae Turpin. Right? Yep. Like Turpin always going to take one spot up out of it. So you got the untouchables is Kevontae Turpin, believe it or not, George Pickens, believe it or not, C. Dangerous Lamb. There's 3 untouchables. Now, Ryan Flournoy is knocking at the door, but I'm looking at it like, yeah, Ryan, you my dog. I like what you can do. but you got Trayshawn Holden. You got Mingo. You know what I'm saying? You got all of these guys that's fighting and crawling and fighting to get that spot for that other wide receiver thing. And what's going to be the separating factor? Can you play special teams, right? Mm-hmm. And then when it's time for you to shine, you better be buttering up Dak Prescott and whoever will be the second string quarterback. You better be buttering up, man, because it's politics that's involved, too. That's how Jalen Thompson got there. You know, no offense to Jalen Thompson, by the way. May he do good in Miami land or wherever he's at. But you got to politic that thing.
I'll say this about Ryan Flanoy as opposed to Jonathan Mingo. You do remember last season we cut Ryan Flanoy. And you do remember we brought him back.
Facts.
You also remember that not only did he overtake Jonathan Mingo, who was on IR, mind you. He was on IR. But he did overtake Kevontae Turpin. And he also overtook Jalen Tolbert. You know what I'm saying? So,
as far as PT time, right? Like playing time all day on the field.
And from what aside from the one penalty that we all saw, he's been pretty clean on special teams. He's a hell of a guy. So I mean, I think if you're gonna say there's three untouchables, I think that's your three untouchables: CD, GP, Ryan Flanoy. You know what I'm saying? And then everything is up in the air, just from my purview. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying you're wrong with Kevontae Turpin. I think maybe he does take up a spot. So it's like those guys, everybody in the background are just fighting for the fifth spot. You know what I'm saying? But
that's what I was going to say.
I mean, how? But my question is, how much do we, with how Kevontae Turpin took a huge step back in special teams last season?
Right.
How much do we see him in a wide receiver role?
You still got to be aware of his speed.
Oh, of course.
And the way you put him in certain spots. My thing is Dak Prescott was kind of like over-relying on Kevontae Turpin a few times. Too many last season. I mean, he was playing basketball with the football. And I'm sitting here like, throw it to GP. If it's third and whatever, throw it to GP or CD. I can live. Bro, I can tell y'all, man, I can live with CD Lamb dropping the ball. Right? Because I know for sure when he's hot, he's hot. But damn it, I can't live with Kevontae Turpin and Turp, my dog. I can't live with him dropping the ball when you got GP and CD out there, right? And to a degree, we need to stand tall with these damn tight ends. So we need for these boys to stand up. Triggs, Brevin Spann-Ford. I get the Jake Ferguson thing, and I understand the Luke Schoonmaker. But who should be on the bubble is a Schoonmaker, right? If we try to win at all costs, we just got to cut and trim the fat. And unfortunately, that's a fat right there with Schoon.
Yes. And I'm a fond believer in just trimming the fat and having the talent drop off, not as astronomical as it has been in the depth. But my question, I guess I would lean toward the running back room, because that's going to be a hot button topic of discussion for training camp as well.
Right.
Who do you see making that running back 2 spot out of Malik Davis, and we still got, what's his name, Israel Abanikanda.
I forgot all about him. I forgot about Israel, man. That 2 spot is set up for Jadon Blue, right? Because the Cowboys value, that's the bloodline of their minds when you draft a running back or when you draft somebody. You're going to give fair shakes at it, right? So in my opinion, though, who's going to be running back 2? Running back 2 would be Malik Davis. The way he run behind his pads, man, the authority figure that he does out there. And here's the calling card for him. He's a Gator. What school did Schottenheimer went to? Okay. Love them Gator boys. Schottenheimer, man, he'll play, in the words of my guy MJ, he plays some favorites. You know what I'm saying?
Because Shamar James, all Gators.
Yeah. So he's gonna get at least a good look, and that's probably why they brought him back for a cup of coffee last year.
And he didn't disappoint. If you ask me, as a running back 2, and as a situational running back 2, he did not disappoint. And I honestly believe, I understand that the RB2 is set up for a Jadon Blue film offer, but it's Malik Davis's to lose.
Yeah. And the way he run behind his pads, man. So think about this. My guy dropped the ball last year. What was his name? Is Miles Sanders, right? Yeah. He dropped the ball, and as well as the other running back, Jadon Blue, wearing shoes too small or what have you. Try to get fancy with it.
Cotton blisters.
but in hopes, all bull sugar aside, I would like to see Jadon Blue beat a running back too, though. Mm-hmm. I would like to see it because I know a 4.25 and a 40, that boy fast.
Yeah. You're supposed to get him out in open space. And we saw glimpses of what it can be in the New York game in that small sample size, but that's just a small sample size. So
Costco sample size.
Now, what I can say about him that will help, not only hopefully his words carry weight as far as his maturity is concerned, but maybe he's taking the playbook a lot more serious. Maybe this offseason he'll be on his keys correctly. He'll be in the spots where he's supposed to be. Like that's sort of the. I know you said you brought up the tight ends. That's one of the reasons why Luke Schoonmaker still has a job. It's because he does everything right. He's where he needs to be, and that's probably like 75% of making this team. Understanding the playbook and being where you're supposed to be. If you can't do that, then probably won't be here.
Probably won't, man. Man, it's crazy. Man, what else y'all want to throw at me, man? I'm trying to catch everything y'all throwing. Lost, baby.
You got another one?
I'll talk about the defensive side of the ball right now. I know there's been this push for, another edge rusher to help out the edge rushing room. Do we feel like it's as necessary as some may be putting it out to be? Or if the game is tomorrow, we could hit the game and we would be good with the line that we decide to go with?
It's a conundrum because on one end, we know we want that old broom that can get those corners, right? A new broom can sweep the floor good, but that old broom can definitely get those corners. But the problem is that you got a new administration, you got a new policy, whereas you got my guy who's been in the last 2 seasons, no one generated more sacks and pressure than his units, and that's Marcus Dixon. So you got to at least give him a chance to work with what you got. And then when he do his evaluation for the nation, and if it comes back voided or if it come back a negative, then you go out there and shop and bring that other guy in. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's sort of where I'm at with it. It's like, I'd rather, of course, we would rather have it and not need it.
Right.
But sometimes you're going to need it, but you just got to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Instead of having it and not needing it, then needing it and not having it. No. If we need it, go get it. Yeah. Don't sit there and play around. We're falling short somewhere. But that room is so packed at this very moment that it's like it's really just a competition. It's really just let's see who wants it more. We know what your skill set is. Like Maris Leofau. I love Maris Leofau. I think he's one of the smartest guys on that team. Okay. Yeah. And if they're willing to, I understand some would say that once they start moving you, trying to find a spot for you, it's the easiest way off a team. But I think they're moving him in the hopes that it's going to it'll bring out more. Because let's be honest, last season ridiculously underutilized. Yeah, ridiculously. So I think guys like him, even Sam Williams. We know what Sam Williams can be. He was coming off an ACL. He's now he's a full 2 years removed. This year was all training instead of rehab. You know what I'm saying? So with those two guys, working the way that they should, and Sam Williams going back to his natural position on the defense, then maybe that bodes well for those guys. So, I mean, the room is already packed. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I look at Sam, he's my guy, man. Very much so in the community out here in Dallas. Any event, you see him out there doing things for the family, which is his brand. And I like the fact that he can't be overlooked or underlooked in this situation because of the simple fact of his past, right? He get hit with, he's an over-aggressive guy, high penalty guy. But he was coming off of an injury. And for those who's celebratory, had all of this good stuff about beating the Eagles last season in that second game. If it wasn't for Sam forcing that fumble on Saquon and them, we lose that game. So shout out to Sam Williams. And that was a teaspoon of seeing his speed. Remember, Sam was a 4.3 or 4.4 guy himself coming out of college. So I can't wait to see how his forwardness is going to come into play, and especially getting back to that 3-4 defense where he belongs.
Man, so where do you see this defense ranking this year? I mean, I know we haven't seen anything when it comes to who's going to make the 53-man roster and stuff like that. But under the guidance and tutelage of another person whom we haven't seen in Christian Parker, but in his philosophy and state of mind, how do you feel this team will be this year as far as defensive wise?
Man, we took the trash out last year. That trash been stinking up for the last 2 seasons. So how I'm looking at this particular defense, the trash is gone. Have you ever been in a house where they let that trash in there too long and the whole house just stank? And no matter what they got, man, as far as air fresheners and beyond, we took the damn trash out. So what I'm trying to do is get the funk up out of the house and at least be anywhere between 12 and probably ranked 17. I still don't want us to get any praises. I don't want to get us any accolades. I want us to be surprisingly good, right? Yes. And I want our defense to fly under the radar, which is going to be hard when we win this year. It's going to be hard. People are going to jump on the ship. Yeah.
When it comes to the defensive rankings, of course, we ain't seen nothing. We really don't know. As far as the coaches are concerned, right? Yeah, I'm excited to see what CP can bring. But I'm more so looking at, like, when I this training camp, when I watch you, when I see my man Blue Virus, when I watch the who's who, the one thing I'm going to ask the most about on the defensive side is the ancillary defensive coaches. The Marcus Dixons, the Jadero Uzo-Doribes, the Ryan Smiths, the Derek Angsleys. That's what I want to see. I understand CP is going to have his philosophy and how he wants to do it. I want to see how those ancillary coaches under him implement it. Because, like you said, Marcus Dixon. He has willing rushers. Like, if you look at his career, he's had really good front fours, defensive line. You know what I'm saying? Right. You look at Ryan Smith, as bad as we say Arizona is as a team, their defense was never really their problem. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan Smith worked with their secondary. They did have Will Johnson out of Michigan a couple years ago. They drafted him. He had a pretty good year. Buda Baker, Jalen Thompson. You know what I'm saying? So that also matters. Even if you look at Green Bay and their secondary, granted, it wasn't like the greatest secondary, but they were good enough to get them to win games. And you look at Derek Angsley for that. So, but when I'm looking at this defense and projection of where I would like to see them, I want to see growth, of course. Right. I think 12 is too high. Me personally, I say you get me anywhere between 18 and 24, I am happy, because that shows significant growth. You know what I'm saying? Now, you're not jumping out there like I'm not saying you got to jump out there and hold teams to 9 points a game. You know what I'm saying? But if you're competitive and you're able to hold teams under 20, I'm cool with it.
Most certainly. Yeah, what you got on that?
I think our offense is good enough to score 24 to 31 points.
Big facts.
And that was my thing. Like, I've said this numerous times in different lives. Like, you go back and you look at the 2025 schedule and the outcomes of those games. If your defense would have held the opposing offense to 20 points, the Dallas Cowboys would have been 12-5 last year.
We made J.J. McCarthy look like Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, man. We was the get right game for everybody that week. You know, once a week, we was the get right game, the homecoming game, whereas the quarterback, he looks like he can walk on water or turn it into wine. And that's what it looked like every single. Look, Sierra husband lit up the clock on us, man. We was sitting there like, hey, where's Sierra at, man? Can we do a 1-2 step or something? Man, that brother was on. Like, literally, he was benched the next week So, yes, man, it was crazy. I forgot his name. It slipped through me. But y'all can put his name in the chat. And it is for what it is. Every single week, we literally looked like we were the homecoming game that teams had to put on their best cape. But I would say this, though. I agree with what you said. I love when I get report back from these defensive backs. And they say, man, Ainsley, man, he be on us, man. I'm like, what? Tell me more. I can't stand him. I said, well, what you mean? He said, man, he be making sure we run. He try to lift up our shirts to make sure we ain't got no Buddha bellies around here. And I said, man, you know what? Maybe there's some Diddy stuff. But at least I know for sure he checking to make sure that you guys are in tip-top shape. I like that because that's the aggression mentality and not leaving stuff out there on the field that I want to see that these Cowboys can bring. And here's the other thing that I like to say about defense, though. I don't want us to be finesse, man. You see that? You hear that, Angry?
Yes, sir.
That would make me mad if we finesse team. Oh, we only getting turnovers. We only doing takeaways. We winning games only because of turnovers. Yes. Naysayer, can we stop that doggone run? That's what I want to see. Can we go mano a mano? When it's time, if a team need 2 yards and they can only get 1.
Talk to him.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see that. And on the flip side, on the offensive side, if we need 2 yards, we can get 3 or 4 on the ground. Man, come on, man. That's the true identity of the Cowboys when we were the doomsday. That's the true identity of the 90s Cowboys when we can stop people on a dime because we had to do the more stopping during their time. Let me go down this list. We had Barry Foster we had to stop. Natron Means we had to stop. We had Barry Sanders we had to stop. We had literally, Thurman Thomas.
Yeah.
He literally, like if you wasn't stopping the run, it was more running backs in the 90s than anything. People fail to realize that. And we were stopping that stuff. We need to get back to that, bro.
Everybody was running back then. Jesus Christ.
Everybody had team, man.
Natron Means, though, why you had to bring up that name? Why we gotta talk about old stuff? Like Natron.
Jerome Bettis and all of that stuff. Yeah, when he was with LA. I'm talking about I'm going back, you know.
Yeah. Marshall Faulk, dear
Marshall
God.
Faulk back in the days with the Colts. Like, it was teams that you had to line up and lace them up. It wasn't all of this pretty boy stuff, finesse stuff. It was grit. Stop that run.
You know, that's
like, now you ever thinking everybody had a running back.
That stuff Eberflus didn't like to eat. Yeah, there was a lot of that back in the day. A lot of that.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of Eberflus, and I know you've probably gotten this question a lot.
Yeah.
Would you feel that last year's team was more having a problem with the scheme and the coach as opposed to talent? Or could you see it as a mixture of both? Because I don't know, for some reason, I just feel like, let's say a Siobhan Revel Jr., I can't really evaluate him from last year because Matt Eberflus' scheme was just trash.
Right. And the man had half of a leg, you know. Well, we was coming from, like, the team identity was press and then release, right? So now we all had everybody releasing. Like, everybody was like 6-7 yard softball. I seen some plays that, they put the damn players in the bleachers. You're like, hey, we'll give you underneath. We'll give you. So I think that what Flus wanted is to do the old philosophy because he cut from that Papa Rob Marinelli tree / I believe that he was part of that Monty Kiffin scheme way back in the days where he cut his teeth as being a linebacker. And all of their identity of defenses was basically bend but don't break theory. So meaning that it poses condenses as it gets to the red zone. I never liked those defenses. I never liked those. Whereas it's kind of like it looks like you playing prevent defense and you giving everybody the underneath and you want people to rally and chase. But that wasn't the thought track of what these DBs do. I want my DBs to be face-to-face, redirect, give these guys different lanes to throw at, right? And if you can't get those things done, maybe you do shifts and do all these other things to help your defense out. But we never seen scheme. We never seen twist stunts. We didn't see anything as it relates to like common football. So I hope that it was more so of scheme / some of the players that was dead weight. and now we got rid of that. We terraform this defense. There's only a spoonful of guys that's left from the Eberflus administration.
I'll say this. I'll say this about last year's defense. As much as we harp on the coaching, you know what I'm saying? Players definitely hold some culpability.
Of course.
In my book, I think players definitely hold some culpability in that. Yeah. Because if we can have a conversation where I'm saying that, Shamar James, Reddy Stewart, and maybe even Malik Hooker were the bright spots on this defense. That's 3 players that were just bright spots. That means there was a lot of darkness going on around. There was a lot of darkness from the defensive line to the linebackers back to the safeties. You know what I'm saying? So no one is just blaming the coaching, Most people just hear what they want to hear. Me personally, I'm going to tell you how I see it. I think players had some culpability in that. Now, did that come from the coaching as far as the deployment is concerned? Yeah. When you say, hey, Maris Leofeld, I understand that you're probably one of the dudes who attack better than anybody else out of the linebacker room right now, but we're going to bench you for Kenneth Murray. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when you say to DeMarvion Overshown, oh man, you're injured again. Fine, it's cool. We'll just go get Luke Wilson. Like what? No, that's not enough. That's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we want those names. We want the name of names, but sometimes it don't work out like that.
It don't work out like that.
Then on top of that, it's how the players gravitate to the said coaching. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Coaching matters, but the players have to gravitate towards it. So
most certainly, and I just want to say this, because I'm seeing somebody's like defending Matt Eberflus and said, well, he was so bad that he went to the Niners in the chat, and I get that. Matt Eberflus didn't forget how to coach football. It's a lot of gray areas with his coaching style, but something reeks this right here. He goes to Chicagoland, right, and he gets fired. Their defense was middle of the pack. He gets picked up to the Cowboys with the mindset that, damn, I'm about to be the head coach here, right? Because he was hired before Schottenheimer, right? And now the Cowboys took their quote-unquote alleged offensive coordinator or an installer, right? Because he wasn't calling down plays to be the head coach. Right. So that's going to rub people the wrong way because he's sitting here thinking that I cut my teeth with the Cowboys. This job belongs to me, right? So now he'd become a subservient. There's a lot of stuff that can happen, whereas these two guys wasn't equally yoked when you think about it, right? I've been in rooms whereas you see the energy, and we vibrational people, man, frequency people. You can see the high vibration with the offensive side and all of the energy. But then you look over to Eberflus, it's like watching paint dry or grass grow, right? And he not speaking it or giving any type of authoritative figuring to these guys. So everything looked bland, and he threw out some things at confusion, whereas no communication. So there's a saying out here, and I know I'm talking a lot because I'm from Mississippi.
Bro, you good,
but there's a saying out here, baby, hey, not everybody's lying, right?
Okay.
So if it was a different situation, you would have heard more and more players speaking positively about Eberflus. But everybody got something negative to say, or they hushing their mouth. Come on, man, it don't work that way. And on top of that, to contextualize this, there's hard to fight for Eberflus in the history of 66 years being a Cowboy in general, of birth of being a Cowboy for 66 years. No one gave up 511 points. Come on, man. So at some point, this is not us trying to protect the quarterback, because that's strange for somebody to say, hey, man, we protecting the quarterback for that for in 66 years, 511 points. Come on, man. Eberflus had to go. They had to flush him up out of there. And I'm quite sure that the ops picked him up because they wanted to get intel. There's nothing about him being the defensive coordinator there. He's somebody's subservient of a subservient over there in 49ers land.
True.
All right. Yep. Long. We don't know how long we got you, brother. We don't know how long we got you, but we appreciate you being here. I'm not kicking you off or anything like that.
Not
Please
at all.
don't get that
You
twisted.
can
Hey, it's all good, bro.
But I do got one more question, but I also want to tell you this. I don't know if you heard it before you came on. My late brother who passed away, like, He didn't. He wasn't a follower of the Cowboys. He casually followed the Carolina Panthers.
Right.
But he knew Law Nation.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like every time that I would get on the phone with him, because I talked with him daily before he went to the hospital, he'd be like, "Yo, did Law Nation put something out?" I'm like, "Yeah, he put something out." Yeah. Well, let's watch it, and then we would watch it on Skype and everything. Oh wow! So I just want to let you know, like, as far as blazing the trail, you've touched my life as a content creator and everything, and as a brother, and just knowing and having that memory with my brother that he may not have been a Cowboys fan, but he knew Law Nation, and he always said, he was like, I want to see you do a show with him. Oh, wow. And, I'm getting a little emotional right now, but I love you, Rick, and we made it, Nick. We made it.
Oh, man, I appreciate that, man. You know, there's so many things that people got it wrong with me when I was going at it with the Ryan Clark situation. People were saying that, man, as a melanated brother, we can't show no emotions and stuff like that. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not attacking Ryan for shedding tears. So if you had to shed tears, shed them. Because at the end of the day, man, we only here for a vapor of seconds, right? Or even smaller than that, from an eternity of time. So I'm glad that the grand creator put me in this space and time so that we can all witness this moment, right? 300 years from now, we'll be gone and doing something else. Cowboys will still be on top for all of the Eagles fans that's watching, by the way.
How about the Cowboys?
How about them boys, man? And we'll be in another multiverse still rooting for these guys.
Indeed.
And the way I see it, man, I'm from a small town, Natchez, Mississippi. Everybody know you by your first and last name. And I grew up with nothing but sports around me all my life. I got a brother that's a diehard Eagle fan. Just got off the phone with him. Got another brother that's a 49er fan. Just got off the phone with him too, by the way. So by me seeing people like you, Angry, and you as well, Hood Quavius Cushington, is the world for me, man, because I grew up at least 20 years without being able to have these type of conversations. And it's good that we can have it at any moment, at any time, and at any place, bro. So I love this, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Sure, man. We appreciate you, bro.
And the last question I got, are we putting too much pressure on Caleb Downs to be successful for this defense, for this defense overall to be successful?
Hey, diamonds are not built without it, right? Ooh. When we look at rubies and gold and all of this stuff, it's through the triple heats of pressure and time. And if this is what he wants, he's the first round draft pick, he should be angry at a whole bunch of other stuff because he wanted to be the number one overall, right? So he's number, he was drafted 11. So use that temperament, continue to ask for the pressure, because you got a diamond future, bro. I wouldn't want him on the team if he's docile. I wouldn't want him on the team if he's passive. He should be looking at this thing saying, I'm about to change. When I walk out there on the field, this defense going to know my name, and my name is going to stretch out from as far as we are west all the way to the east, because we are the real beast, the Dallas Cowboys. We own all of this. So step up, be ready, stand tall or not at all, because Caleb 13 Downs is coming into town. And when we leave you, you will know my name when it's all said and done. That's how he should approach this, by the way.
I agree. I can't agree any more than that. I mean, if just making it to the league, when you hear Jayshawn Barham saying at the rookie talk that they had with
the symposium,
So Jayshawn Barham said they asked him, was like, so how does it feel? How do you feel now that you third round pick? How do you feel? He said, it's not enough. He didn't say it was good. I feel great. No, he just said it's not enough. I got to put in some more work. I ain't where I want to be. Third round is good and all, but it ain't enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's the mentality we need.
We got to have it, man.
That's the mentality that we need.
Even though the Spartan movie came out many moons ago, and the storyline been remixed because Spartans was a bunch of brothers. Not trying to make it that way, but that's a whole nother conversation on a whole nother stratosphere if we want to take it there. But one of the greatest moments on that movie is he asks, "What is your profession?" And the other guy was like, "I'm a barbarian, I'm a carpenter." And he said, "What is your profession?" And he said, "Hey man, I'm a blacksmith." And then he turned to his group of people and he said, "Sparta!
Spartan! What is your profession?"
That's what I want, my guy. Barham to look at this. Yes, I may have been in the third round draft pick. Yes, the Cowboys might have kind of saw me at this spot, or other teams, 31 other teams saw me at this spot. But I'm going to make sure they know my name. They're going to pay for this because I'm going to bust some skulls around here. We're going to chip some teeth. We're going to make sure that you're going to have to stay double chin strapped up, baby, because that's what he was doing in Maryland. I get all of the Michigan stuff, but you're going to have to stay double chin strapped up because that brother right here, him and Maris, oh my God, they come reckless abandon and they hit folks. And we get that on the Cowboys. Look how many times I've been telling y'all we was docile with our damn linebackers. When you see hole, you don't hit hole, and all of the slow feet, and they can't feel. Man, come on. We going to be able to hit and feel now, baby. Come on, with it.
Yeah, especially with the scheme that's being ran with the front five. Your three down and then your two outsides. Yeah, it's going to be something magical. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm not going to just jump out on a limb. But no, scared money don't make money. Okay, we understand that. Scared money don't make money. But I'm from Chester, Pennsylvania. I'm from the Show Me State.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rocking regardless. Been a Cowboys fan since '81, the day I was born. Okay.
Okay, come on with it.
I've been with you when you was down. I've been with you when you was up. I'm still with you while you're down. Show me. Okay. Show me. I rocked with y'all when y'all was 1-15. Okay. Yeah. Like when we had Quincy Carter. Like,
bro.
Anybody remember him?
81, man. Dog, you with my guy Everson Walls in there, man. Yes, indeed. The man that everybody overlooked, and he was still able to pick it off 11 times for your mind.
You know what I'm saying?
So I know where you've been cut from, and this is the thing that we all been saying. All three of us can say on the panel. We was Cowboy fans before Jerry bought the team down.
Facts.
Yes, indeed. We gonna be fans.
Even after he's gone.
Even the good Lord call him. We'll still be fans. Come on, baby. What you got?
I came the year after Jerry bought the team.
What were you doing before that time frame, if you don't mind me asking?
I was born in 82, so it was like 82, I didn't start playing football till like 90. And when I started watching football, and my sister was a Cowboys fan, so I started watching the Cowboys, and then I liked Michael Irvin, so I wanted to model my game after Michael Irvin, and then all of a sudden, boom, we win the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was like, man, when the Carolina Panthers, from being from Carolina, it was like, okay, 95 Carolina Panthers or Dallas Cowboys. I'm like, nah. Dallas. I'm Dallas.
That expansion team, man. They did a lot to make sure that they juiced them. The Panthers. They juiced them Panthers, man. And they had a guy that was on our practice squad to get over there and took them to the damn Super Bowl. You remember that guy? I forgot his name, tip of my tongue. He was a backup quarterback. I forgot his name. Y'all pull him up, man. Y'all pull him up. Where my historians at, man, in the chat? Man, he was on the team with us, and he ended up going to the Carolina Panthers, and I believe they went to the Super Bowl. Did they went to the Super Bowl?
No.
No. They made a deep run in the playoffs.
They did.
But they lost. Jake Delhomme.
Jake Delhomme.
Jake Delhomme. Hey, good. Go look him up, man. Did they go to the Super Bowl? They didn't go to the Super Bowl, did they?
They went to the Super Bowl in 2004.
Yes. Jake Delhomme. And they lost to the Patriots, I believe.
Yep. Lost to the Patriots. Yep.
Man, I know my history was like a little bit off and it was foggy, but I remember Jake, man. Yeah. He cut his teeth with the boys, man. But Jimmy Smith was a Jaguar. Yes, Irving. And it goes to show you, man, those expansion teams. I remember my brother, who's an Eagle fan, he picked the damn Jaguars, and they worked pretty good that year, but neither here nor there. It is for what it is.
I understand that Pennsylvania is not the show me state. It is a saying. But number two, even though I am from Chester, Pennsylvania, you couldn't pay me to be a pigeon. You could not pay me.
So you from PA.
Yeah, you couldn't pay. I'm literally 20 minutes away from the stadium. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then I happen to move to Jersey, and now I'm still 20 minutes away from the damn stadium. Okay, you couldn't pay me to be a pigeon.
Yeah, Pennsylvania, the real PA team is what? The Steelers, or is it going to be the Eagles? Okay, Steelers. Okay.
Saying they ain't even a state's favorite team, but
they ain't a state favorite team. They ain't the best team in their state. You know? They ain't the title town of their damn state there. That's crazy, man.
But with it being 10:45, we've been on for a few hours here, a couple hours.
2 hours and 11 minutes I see up there.
Yeah. And it was well worth it. I'm going to be honest.
Definitely well worth it. Absolutely. I got to go eat, though. But with that being said, just like you've done, Law Nation, and I've got it from you.
All right.
What would be your final word for Cowboys Nation?
Oh, man. My final word is this right here, ladies and gentlemen, for those who watching. I get it. The naysayers going to say what they need to say. The pushback on the Cowboys' dream of people poking and making fun of you because it's been 30 years, 30 seasons. When we say we DC for life, it's not mean for short. It's not tied for conditions only if you win. It's for life. So we locked in for life over here. We're not folding up like wallets nor lawn chairs. We coming for the East because we the beast over here. And even though we reside in the West, that's because we just the best. For Cowboy Nation, stand tall or not at all. That's my final word, baby. Come on, baby, let's go, bro. I'm ready to put on some pads over here. Man, come on, man. I'm ready to put on some pads and everything. Come on, baby. Let's get it, baby. Let's go, man. I'm ready, baby. Let's go. Bring it. We right here, and we ain't going anywhere. Oh my goodness, boy! Oh my!
I love you. I love the energy. 44 years old, 6'4", and about 100 pounds overweight. I'm not putting on no pads, bro. I got 6 children that keep me moving. I'm not putting on no pads. I'm not doing it. But my final word, first off. Big shout out, big graceful shout out to Law Nation for being here with us.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
showing up. Like, this means a lot. You know what I'm saying? When I say it's a sense of validation, I mean that. You know what I'm saying? But if I have a final word, man, my final word is, just because I want my team to show me don't mean that I'm scared. It don't mean that I'm scared. I know what my quarterback can do when he's starting on the team when we play certain teams. There's a reason why he has the record that he has while being the starter on the team when we play those other teams. So when y'all come in here asking the questions and making the comments that you do, all you're doing for me is validating everything that I think. Because I only think about you guys as if I was Kenneth Redmond from, Babyface, Kenny Edmonds, as if I was Babyface, 2 occasions. That's when we play y'all. Seems like y'all want to think about us all the time. But neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. This is Cowboys Nation. Ain't no reason to be scared. Don't be timid about nothing. Love your team. Rock with your team. It's your boy Hoodie. We're Kush the Cowboy Smoke Hour. You already know what it is.
Hey, and my final word is this, Law Nation. Thank you. I appreciate you stopping by the channel. Appreciate you rocking with us for as long as you have, bro. This is a dream for a Cowboys content creator. I ain't gonna front. And like, yo, it really touched me. So I appreciate you for that. But Cowboys Nation, I appreciate you guys. You know, through the thick and the thin, the ups and the downs, the 12-5 seasons, the deads called it, all these things, y'all still stay 10 toes down with the Dallas Cowboys. And you stay 10 toes down with these 3 content creators that you see on the screen. You know, without you guys, this is a journal entry. I always say it. So I appreciate you 2 guys on this screen right now, on this panel. And I appreciate Cowboys Nation. Continue to be DC for life. People may try to throw you off the track, but don't let nobody derail that train. Stay on your pivot for your team.
Like them bars, man. Come on,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Yeah, so with that being said, once again, gentlemen, I truly appreciate you. Thank you both for blessing me with this opportunity. And hey, Lord willing, it's definitely gonna happen again.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I ain't going nowhere no time soon. But you already know what it is. Cowboy Nation.
Send that signal anytime, man. I'll see if I can if I have time, man. Appreciate y'all. DC for life.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, Law Nation. I'm gonna be down for that Cardinals game. Are you in the vicinity? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm in the heart of Dallas. So yeah, man, come on with it. Yeah, I'm in the heart of Dallas. Come on, man.
Take that trip.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Come on with it, man.
And safe travels when you go out to Oxnard.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you,
Yes,
man.
All right, guys.
Fellas, much love to everybody. Y'all be safe.
Much love. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.